Hello buddy and welcome to episode 9 of Brunswald. In today's episode we're going to work on this countryside castle. And we're getting out from the city for this episode. And we'll also be making some farms and more rural stuff like that. So that should be fun. I've seen some comments of people asking, sort of requesting that I should do some farms and stuff like that. So it will happen in this episode. But we're starting off by putting down this castle here. And this castle is one from the workshop, but I actually went into the asset editor and got rid of the stuff around it. So I have just this clean version, which is nice. I think it's called Altenburg or something like that, the castle. I think you can just search for Schloss or something like that on the workshop. I think that's the German saying of castle. I think if you search for that, you'll find it, but you can just go into my collection as well. I'm putting down some like manicured grass around this castle here, and some hedges as well. Hedges seem to be a pretty normal thing for these castles, because I've actually visited quite a few. You might have seen that if you follow me on Twitter and on Instagram as well, I guess. I've been posting some pictures of castles that I've just went to get some inspiration for this, because I've been planning to do this for quite some time. Wanted to have like a castle that is out in the countryside, I guess, because as you probably know, we have the one inside the city, I wanted to do one that's more outside as well, because these definitely exist, like castles out in the countryside, and where I live, there is quite a lot of them. So I've actually been to some of them and been taking some inspiration, which has been a lot of fun. And I've just realized that castles are actually really cool. Like the architecture is just absolutely awesome. Doing a lot of detailing here, putting down like flowers and stuff, and I'm making these small little bridges over this ditch. And in case you want to download this ditch assets, or it's actually like a network, I think you just search for like ditch, and it's by Ronix. So really useful, because these sort of castles tend to have like that sort of moat around them. So that turned out good, and I just really like how those bridges going over look. I tried doing some like more wooden bridges with some like networks and stuff, but they were just way too big. So I ended up just using some gravel or ploppable gravel, and then those props, which I believe are by Armesto, but I might be wrong on that. But then I'm just using a lot of these thin gravel paths to make the garden, and they're just really nice. I just really like the width of these ones, because the vanilla ones are just way too wide. So you can see here I'm replacing all of the dirt roads, or gravel roads I guess, with just these normal asphalt UK project roads. And as I've said before, these UK project roads are super nice, so they have some awesome detailing, and I love all of those decals and stuff they have on the roads, super nice. I made that little road leading up to the castle, which has like trees and stuff on every side, or on both sides of the road. And those roads tend to be a thing with these castles. At least like the inspiration is from Swedish castles, so that's my main inspiration, because I've not really been to that many like castles in other countries. So this will mostly be inspired by places in Sweden. Castles here tend to have these roads that have trees on both sides, and turn out really nice actually. And I'm making this little building, which is right next to the castle, because a lot of the time these castles tend to have some sort of like maintenance building, which I guess back in the day was built for the people working for the castle or something like that. And like nowadays they just like store maintenance related stuff inside of it. That's why you will see that I put some pallets here, and some like tractors and trailers and different props like that, which turn out really cool. And just wanted to add like another building here as well. So this would be sort of the stuff that is keeping, I guess, this garden here looking nice. And And yeah, turned out pretty good. But I'm putting down that gazebo or pavilion, whatever you want to call it. I tried some other ones before I put this down, and they were just not fitting good at all. But then I found this one, and I think it might be some type of like Russian asset or something like that. But I think it looked really cool. So yeah, it ended up being pretty nice. Then this garden is like really big actually, but these castles tend to have some pretty massive gardens. But yeah, just using hedges all around this place, and you see me here going in and putting down a lot of trees, because I sort of want to make this garden look like it's sort of hidden away, because we will have just farm fields and stuff around here. So I wanted to make the garden look like it's sort of hidden away and you can't just like stare right into it, because this is also meant to be, or this is meant to be a private castle. So sometimes you have like castles that are like a tourist place, I guess, where tourists can go and they can walk into like the rooms and stuff in the castle. But then there's also a lot of castles that are just private, where there's private owners. And this is sort of what this castle is meant to be. So there's actually like meant to be people living inside of this one. So that's why I wanted to have the garden, I guess, be a little bit, I don't know, hidden away, I guess. But I'm working on this interesting thing here. This is actually a maze that I did. And I think I've been to some castles that actually have some sort of maze like this. So I just got this idea that I wanted to do a maze in the garden, and it actually turned out pretty cool, pretty unique, I would say. You don't see mazes being done that often in City Skylines, so yeah, but it's like a very small one. But I think it turned out cool. Definitely adds some interestingness to the garden. But putting down a lot of shrubs and stuff underneath all of these trees, and yeah, just doing all sort of detailing in this garden. But yeah, when I'm making the farm fields later on, like I would like to have you guys' opinions on these sort of farm fields, because I want to do farms in like, well, around the whole city. I won't do farms in the whole map, because that is just gonna take way too much time, and you know how it went with Rheingold, so so yeah. But I'm starting off the farms here, but I would like to, you know, ask you guys if you have any sort of ideas on how I could make farms a little bit quicker and a little bit better for the FPS, I guess, because right now I'm using these decals, and I don't think I will be able to do this sort of detail work all around the map, but like I really don't want to use the Vanilla Industries farm fields, because they have some really terrible textures. And I know there are the other ones on the workshop that are like terrain conforming, which sounds good, but like I tried those, and the terrain conforming is just sort of annoying because you have to have like perfect slopes, and I don't really have that on this map. So yeah, but I'm sort of thinking maybe something with natural resources. I could probably you know, change some sort of natural resource and have that be yeah, some type of texture or something that would look like farms. We'll see, but if you have any good ideas on how to make like massive scale farming, I guess, on this map without having it be too bad for the FPS, and also having it be so I can make them pretty quick, because this takes some time to do this sort of detailing that I'm currently doing. So yeah, let me know if you have any ideas, if you've tried something. And also, if you want to make farms, I definitely recommend you go onto the city's official channel and check out the tutorial that Pug Gaming made, because he made an awesome tutorial on how to make farms, and actually took one of his tips, and that was that you should sort of leave some space on the edges of these farm fields, because you have like tractors and stuff, you know, turning around, so you want to leave some space for those. So you can see me here putting on like pathways and stuff all around these farms. So that's actually a tip that I got from that tutorial. So I guess thanks to Pug. But yeah, I definitely recommend you go and check that video out. But yeah, I've been talking now for 10 minutes, and I'll just leave you with some music now for a few minutes. So I have been getting a lot of requests about doing a university for Brunswald, and it is something that I've been wanting to do since the campus DLC came out. So I did try out the assets there, and first I thought they just looked really nice. Well, I still think they look nice, some of them, but I just thought that I would be able to, you know, use prop it up to get rid of the trees and props and stuff. It worked till an extent, I guess, because I couldn't really get rid of all of the vanilla trees in some of those buildings that I tried out and wanted to use. So that was really annoying with prop it up. I couldn't really get rid of all of them. And then, well, I thought that I was just gonna go into the asset editor and just get rid of everything there, as I did with this castle in this episode. But when I went into the asset editor, apparently just like half of the building appeared, and the rest of it just wasn't there. So that was very weird, and I obviously can use the building like that. So I don't know if it's something with like sub buildings, and I tried that mod that allows for like bigger buildings in the asset editor, but it just didn't really work. So yeah, I've been wanting to use some of those assets, but I really don't want to use them like when they have terrible props and trees and stuff. So that's sort of the reason why I haven't done a university yet, but I really do want to do one. But yeah, I really want to, but that's sort of the reason why I haven't done that yet. So if you know any solutions to that, if you've managed to do something with the asset editor for those new campus buildings, let me know if you have any ideas. But yeah, we'll see. I might be able to figure something out. But I've been thinking about just like covering up the vanilla trees with just normal trees. I know $2.20 have been doing that for a lot of buildings, so that might be something that I will try, but yeah, we'll see. So just wanted to let you guys know about that, because I've seen a lot of comments about universities and stuff, so that's sort of where we are at that. So yeah, but the time-lapse is you know, getting closer to being finished, and I'm just I'm just working on this massive field here, which turned out really nice, I think, and just made this turnaround point for the tractors, which turned out really nice actually. I do really like how that looks. But yeah, I'm overall happy with this whole build. There's just like one farm field that just like the green color on those farms are just, it's just a little bit too much. So we'll see. I might go in and change some stuff we've been doing in this episode off camera or something. But yeah, overall I think it turned out pretty nice. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, and also don't forget to subscribe if you're new to the channel. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram as well. And yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next one. Take care and bye bye.